Oh, hey guys, I'm back. You could be looking at this right side up or upside down, or now right side up or upside down. I don't know which one of these tack packs do you consider to be the right side up tack pack. I would. There. How about that? You like that? How about now? But we are back. We've got TacPack sorry, I gotta move this. You know what I gotta move? The bag containing this. Yeah. We are back thanks to Kevin, who supplies this awesome box for us every month, and who I'm sure I will hang with shortly. We are gonna get a look inside of the TacPack Plus box for June. I like it this way. I like this one on top. For June 2023. So I would, as a personal favor request, ask you all to go, if you are not subscribed, to subscribe and make sure that you turn notifications on so you can watch all of our fun events in real time as they come out. Well, as they, whatever. I'm not with it today. As often, huh? Yeah. But and then you can be polite and like or dislike as it may be. And what the hell knife is this? I just have things around. And commenting would be cool too, and all that fun stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the box. And let's see what we've got. Now, I always give this warning too, because I like to be straight up with you guys. If you're not into shooting, if you're not into the firearms kind of thing, you probably want to just stop watching this video now. Go find another cool video. I've got many to choose from. The internet has many to choose from. But remember, TacPack is a box that provides pew-pew related stuff. For the most part, there is often other things in here that you might enjoy, but you're going to have a lot of shooting stuff. And if that's not what you're into, this might not be the unboxing for you to enjoy. So I welcome you to find a video you might enjoy more. Let's see what we've got. See, now there is a knife in it, but the majority of it is going to be some other stuff, I'm sure. And box empty. Let's make sure. Sometimes I miss stuff under the flaps. Okay. So this is the plus, which means we've got an extra item or two of value to go look at. It's cool. And this box really centers around, it has been around AR platforms. There's been a lot of Glock stuff in the pistol side of the house in the past. But lately what we've, oh no! No, I didn't do this. Never mind. That's the sticker. Lately what we've seen is a real focus on the AR stuff, and not so much the Glock side of the house. But that's really the two different platforms. And when I say platform, if you're not familiar, there's a lot of modification, customization, and home-built Glock stuff you can do that works with the Glock system. It's not... Anyway, if you know, you know. So, let's start with the card. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, including the sticker, which is one of our favorite parts of this box. And then 1 plus item. We'll start with the sticker. Sometimes I get to keep the sticker, sometimes I don't. So what was throwing me off before was, the cut in the sticker, the peel is right here. And then there is also this white thing in the sticker. I thought I cut the sticker. That's why I was like, oh no. So we have Glockzilla. I don't know. Not as exciting. It's a cool sticker, but in honesty, it's not as cool as SpongeBob, the shark, the hula girl, King Koopa here, the angry hot dog. Here's Gunzilla, the old Gunzilla, Angry Potato Head, Tactical Yoshi, the Rudolph. So we've got they call them the pipe hitting plumbers. Some of the other stickers have been. I don't know. This one's. I find it not as fun and funny and you know, I don't know. It's a cool sticker still though, and the stickers they just kind of throw in there. You can buy these stickers on the website, but it's always fun to see the stickers. So we're going to start with the Gerber Air Ranger folding knife in our actual unboxing this. The Air Ranger is, I've had it. I'm sure we've unboxed it somewhere before on the channel. It's not a fantastic knife. It's not a complete throwaway. You know, it's one of those. It's a Gerber that is overpriced, as so many Gerbers are. Gerber quality is okay for the most part, but they certainly do a lot of very overpriced for what you're getting knives. And this is what I would consider, you know, just kind of like a gas station sort of knife, honestly. I mean, in terms of the look and the feel, it's not bad. It's just not, like, if you look up what they want for this thing, it's not there. So you do have this aluminum machine handle, you know, with an inset liner lock. Pretty sure it has a plastic, not what's the thing? Not Teflon washers, but like nylon washers. It is what it is. It's not a great knife. It is kind of lightweight. It's a 7CR17 MOV blade, which is not great. That's like my whole general thing. Like, how do you describe the Gerber Air Ranger? It's not great. There are certainly, for the price that Gerber would ask for this MSRP and that what you could find it for, I think there are better options. And while Gerber is an American company, this one is made in China. So, all things considered, you can get a knife made in China as well. Same size, specs and stuff, but made just of a better blade steel. Possibly aluminum handle, possibly not. Semi-serrated, you know, edge, which I tell the story, you know, back in my youth, in my young soldier days, I thought that was cool. I thought it was tactical. I thought that was, you know, now I don't want serrated anything. If I want a serrated knife, I want a full serrated blade for a very specific purpose. But EDC, general use, I don't want serrations on my knife. They're impractical. At least that's good. It's something that you could keep around, you know, as a quick, I don't mean disposable, but look, something happens, like you're out and about, this falls out of your pocket, you accidentally leave this behind, something terrible happens to this, you don't feel so bad. If you buy it for a normal price, don't ever pay the Gerber MSRP. But this goes into, I mean, honestly, in fact, don't like it. It's you can get so much more knife for your money than this. But I'll give you the best thing I like about it is the texturing on the handles, because, you know, you can really get a good grip on it. I mean, you've got a tip down, right hand only clip solution that's very rigid, and thin lock. I mean, not that they're the only ones that are giving you one that thin, but I just don't like this knife. So there we go. One item down. We have the Amend 2 self-defense pen. This is now not even a copy, not even the real thing. However, this does a better job at not appearing like. So there's, I can't remember the company name, and I'm sure you guys will, that first made this, where when you take the tip off and it's just a metal spike. It just looks like a metal spike. This one, when I took the tip off, I was like, wait a minute, can we actually write with this? This, if you're, let's say they search, this one looks, just you take the tip off, and at least it looks like a Sharpie. I mean, look at it. But that is, I think it's like felt covered or something, but that is a pointy point. that is definitely, hold on, sorry, let me get it focusing correctly here. Yeah, that is a pointy point in there. That's cool. I like this better as the tool it's supposed to be, because, you know, the whole point of having it in this package is to sneak it in places. And if somebody's going to search, and some places they do the full proper search, some they don't, they take that cap off and there's just a shiny metal spike sticking out, as opposed to this. Now, it doesn't write, of course, but it looks like it could on first glance. That's actually a nice step. So I no longer talk shit about you as being a copy of the original. You took a problem with the original and you improved. That looks almost legit. I mean, which one of these would I rather have? I'd probably rather have, honestly, a full tool than this. If this is my only self-defense option, it's my only self-defense option, but I feel like this, yeah, no, I was about to say you need some kind of training to really use this, but no, you can just start stabbing away at eyeballs and soft tissue spots. You should know where the real vulnerable soft tissue spots are if you're going to use something like this, but I'm going to put it in the meh section. Interesting. I like, but they have improved over the original design, right? Okay. Steel City Arsenal trigger guard, made in the USA. Yes, I know the comment is coming. How many trigger guards have we gotten? On the one hand, yes, I get it. If you've been subscribing to this box for a long time. However, what if this is your first box and you're interested in building a rifle and you haven't gotten any trigger guards? Or what if you're like Kevin, who likes to do different builds? Kevin likes to, you know, not just, he doesn't have just one rifle. So there's different ways to look at it. It's got the little TacPack symbol. This is polymer. So this is the kind of trigger guard. So this, if you are not familiar on your AR-15 type platform, this fits in between your magazine well and goes across to where your pistol grip would be. And these, normally on the standard production version, it's just straight horizontal. This gives you a little extra room, still protects that trigger from things getting in there and maybe yanking on it or stuff. But this gives you a little extra room if you have bigger fingers, you're wearing gloves, stuff like that. I have not this one, obviously, but another kind of bowed trigger guard on my rifle, personally. And then it has the hardware to install it, and the wrench. You know, so they don't put values on the card anymore. They used to. These are very easy to install. We've got a couple of inset screws and a roll pin. I mean, this, if you are building your own setup, it's nice to have. I don't know. If you like it, you like it. I don't know. Just, it goes right here. I don't know. Let's see what's next. Allen handgun case. The Tory handgun case is soft case. I'm looking if it has anything special to it. You know, like it absorbs moisture or anything. I didn't find anything. So, handgun case, soft case. Ooh, this is very soft. We've seen it before. It's got a little pocket. Put a magazine in there, put a tool in there, put whatever you want in there. Very nice padding, and so you put your muzzle in there to hold on to it in place. And it zips up, and that's basically it. Okay. Told you this whole box is about, for the, you know, 98% of it is about guns and shooting. If it's useful to you, it's useful to you. If it's not, it's not. And then we have the APS gas block assembly jig. This is okay. This might need a little explanation for folks again, if you're not familiar what it is. So, what happened was, when you are building, I wish I had one to show you. Well, they have one here. So this is a jig that is made. This is a thing. I guess this might make life easier. It's not necessary at all, because to do the purpose of what this is at the shop, we use literally a wooden block with a hole cut in it. Professionally assembling stuff. So do you see this? This is called a gas block. This is a gas tube. This is the pin that holds it in. So in order to make that rifle fire the bullet, and to harness, to use the gas as energy to then come back, so the gas block, there's a hole right there, and so as the bullet leaves, that gas goes up into that hole and back through that gas tube. It runs along the top of the barrel and then into the upper receiver, and it's that gas, that energy, that pushes the bolt back, and in doing so ejects the casing, and then as the bolt comes back, it pushes the next round in. So that's what makes your AR-15 more than a single fire manually operated rifle, basically. So this is, if you see here, this is a jig that allows you to put the gas block in here and hold it while you install your gas tube and put the pin in. I will tell you right now, just from experience, this will not work on every single gas block. Like for example, I'm not going to go get it right now. The gas block on mine comes with an integrated folding front sight. It's not going to fit in here. I can tell you it's not going to fit in here. There are still some gas blocks that come with a bayonet lug on the bottom of it. It's not going to fit in here. If you want to use the old school A2, well, sorry, I can't think right now. The integrated front triangle sight. And if you know, you've seen any before they got real cool, you know, with rails and top and everything, and you know, people would pick a folding front sight. But if you want just a standard the gas block with the front sight that's kind of the shape of a triangle and it angles up, and you have your front sight put into, that's not going to fit in here. There's all sorts of stuff that won't fit in here. So this is, I'm guessing, just for their specific, you know, some of the low profile gas blocks, and that's why this is an inch. I don't know how much they're charging for this, but you know, you're buying a jig that is you're spending the money for something that works only with selected items, whereas we just have a big wooden block with a hole drilled that we use with everything. I mean, it's a wooden block, and it's got some channels on the top and the side. Where anyway, it's just not necessary where you can use your wood block, because the wood block doesn't allow. So if you put the thing in it and you just find the right way to position the gas block in the hole, there's no marring on the surface. There's nothing, you know, it's just, anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Interesting idea, and I guess it makes you feel real professional to have it. Completely unnecessary to spend the money on this specific jig that only works with certain specific gas blocks. So there we go. And then we have the Godzilla sticker. So that's everything. That's the standard box right there. That is how it goes. Okay. All right. What do you guys think? Let's move on to the plus item, which is the Steel City Arsenal 2-stage AR trigger. This is made in the USA. This they put a dollar value on. This is $120. 4.5 pound total pull weight, sorry. Phosphate finish. Short 2 pound travel. And then 2.5 pound pull to fire, you know, once you get going. Okay, so once again, just in case you don't know, we're talking about is how much pressure actually needs to be exerted to pull that trigger to a point where it releases the hammer to hit a firing pin. And that is a big deal, because that is, especially when you're competition shooting, the more pressure you have to pull back with your finger, there's the potential that that may affect the sitting of the rifle itself. So these are just, and the real thing is, so these are all right. Let me go back. So these are pieces that you would find in any AR-15 trigger. Now they have very finely tuned springs that you would not find. They look similar, but they're different. And then I'm not going to go into the mechanics of how the AR-15 trigger system works, but like I said, so these are the basic same components. They look a little bit different. You have the hammer that's engaged by the trigger here, and when you pull the trigger, it lets the hammer. It's not a very complicated setup. You don't, like when you put in all these, you don't need a very complicated, some people have these mechanical monsters in their lower receiver that are supposed to make it fire better. As you can see, really, we just have some slightly different machining and springs, and that's what it comes down to. You don't drop this in, and this is not, by the way, so I say drop this in, this is not a drop-in trigger, which is kind of in a block, and all the pieces are sort of mounted. You literally drop it in there and put the pins in and secure it. This requires disassembling your whole trigger setup and then reinstalling them and positioning these springs. So this can be done by anybody. It really can. You do need to have a little bit level of know what you're doing, but you can get that from the internet. It's not that complicated. You can get it from a book. And there may be, even following a guide, you might have to put it in and take it out a couple times just to get it right. These pins that go in and hold it through the body of the lower receiver, they're gonna grab onto arms of the different springs and stuff as it's installed. And that's kind of how it locks it in. These things are just held in through pressure. They go in, there's holes, and they just go in, and it's the pressure and the tension as they go in from either side, and these things just sort of impinge on them, and that basically is what's holding your whole trigger in. Now you can install fancier systems with the anti-walk type devices, whatever, but this is what you got. Like I said, I'm not going through the whole mechanics of how to build a trigger. I'm just showing you that in this fancy $120 trigger system, this is it. What's nice is that I've seen some where you have to install this portion here. You have to install sear portions and stuff like that. So how well does this work? I don't know. I might put it in mine just for a couple minutes and see how the trigger pull is. But since this is something that could potentially actually improve the operation, I don't know. 4.5 pound total trigger pull, 2 pounds to the wall, and then 2.5 pounds to fire. That's not bad. So that's the whole box. That's the whole box. I'm sorry. I apologize again. I had a much more busy weekend than I normally do, and I'm still kind of recovering in the air capacity world from it. I don't know. I'm not very excited by this box. No shit. I think that there have been much better boxes with much more exciting stuff and useful stuff. Sadly, my favorite part of this box is this pen, just because they took the time to make it actually look like a Sharpie. Concealment. Yeah, that's what it's for. What do you guys think? What's your favorite parts? I have a feeling most people's favorite parts are going to be the trigger, because that's actually probably the most useful thing in here. But what do you guys think? So please tell me what you think is favorite, least favorite. I know it's getting repetitive with like trigger guards and stuff. We don't even need to discuss that. Or you can discuss that. If that really is bugging you, feel free, obviously. But we know it's repetitive at this point. But there's reasons why. There are reasons why they repeat certain things. But if it's really bugging you, I mean, like if it's really chapping your ass, then of course I want to hear about it. I want you guys to say something about it. So thanks again to Kevin for doing the box for us. We love you, Kevin. Kevin's awesome. And I love you guys, because you guys are all absolutely awesome. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.